Was good, y'all? Red Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I just want to say thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now, as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen today, I'm going to be showing y'all how to create the 3-level scoring glass cleaner. Now on this build, we're going to be able to get up to 80 badges. We're going to be 6'9", we get elite contact dunks, pro dribble moves, and then when it comes down to the 99 attributes, we get a 99 driving dunk, mid-range, three-pointer, interior defense, steal, block, offensive, and defensive rebound. So look, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. And if you want to be a part of the Rich family, I would appreciate it if y'all went ahead and smash that like button. Don't forget to go ahead and comment down TG for thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from today. And I most definitely will be hitting y'all back with a response. Now we're going to make this build out of the power forward position. I know that we can make it out of the small forward and center, but today the 4 is going to be the best for this build. Now when it comes down to the body settings, I'm going to go with the height of 6'9", 210 for the weight with a 7'7" wingspan. Now the body shape, I like builds, but it really comes down to your own preference. Now from here, let's get into the breakdown of the physicals. Now for my speed, I'm going to go with the 70, 77 acceleration, skip over the strength, go with an 82 vertical for the elite contact dunks, and then go with the stamina of an 86. Now right here, this is going to set us up perfectly to go hand in hand with the finishing, so let's go ahead and get started with this area. So we get 13 badges for the finishing. For the close shot, I'm going to go 53, 73 for my driving layup, 93 for the driving dunk with a 68 standing dunk. Now with these 13 badges, we're able to get posterizer on gold, and if you do throw extra badges into this area, you're going to be able to equip this badge. Now for tier 2, we also get fearless finisher, limitless takeoff. I also like pro touch and slithery. This is going to set us up for the finishing and the inside. Let's go ahead and move on to the shooting. Now for the shooting, we get 21 badges. I'm going to go with an 81 for the mid-range and three-pointer, 75 for the free throw, and as you can see, look, we get amped on gold. We also get 6 Hall of Fame badges for tier 1. Now for tier 2, we get Agent 3, and also for tier 3, limitless range. Now I think we have the most important badges that you can use on a build, especially when it comes down to this area. If you want to make adjustments, go ahead and do so now, but let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. For the playmaking, we get 16 badges, and for the pass accuracy on ball handle, I'm going to go with the 75. I think these are going to be perfect in order to still be able to dribble. Now with the speed with ball, I'm going to go with the 71, and look, we get gold ankle breaker, silver hyperdrive. Now for tier 2, I like quick first step, and then tier 3, we get handles for days, clamp breaker, killer combos, and then unpluckable. Now in total, I'm telling y'all, we're going to leave the rest of the attributes for the defensive end, so let's go ahead and get into this area. So for the defense, I'm going to go with an interior of an 84, 78 perimeter defense, 90 steal, 87 block, an offensive rebound of an 85 with the same thing for my defensive. Now for the badges, we get gold box out beast, silver glove, and post lockdown. For tier 2, challenger and clamps, interceptor on gold with chase down artist, and then for tier 3, I like anchor and pogo stick, even rebound chaser on silver. All of these make a huge difference. Now in total, we get up to 80 badges if you get the 4 from my career. And remember, we get elite contact dunks, pro dribble moves. Now with the takeovers, we get the slashing, the sharpshooting, we get the rim protecting, and then the glass cleaning. Now if you want the most out of this build, the first one that I would pick is going to be limitless range. The second one, if you want to get more contact dunks on the finishing side, I would go with the slashing takeover, or you can go with the defensive one. And I would pick see the future takeover or paint intimidation. It really comes down to your own preference. Let's check out the build name to make sure that we made it correctly together. And if you followed along exactly, you should get these 3 comparisons, and together we have created the 3-level scoring glass cleaner. Now remember, on this build, you get up to 80 badges. Now with the takeovers, you get the slashing. And then when it comes down to the power forward, I think this is one of the best builds that you can make. Now it honestly reminds me of Kevin Durant, especially with the playmaking and the shooting. But even more so when it comes down to the inside, we're able to get contact dunks to mid-ranges there. And then with the defense, we're definitely able to take this build into any game mode. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the badge layout. Now for the finishing badges for tier 1, I'm going to go bronze acrobat, then gold giant slayer, pro touch, and slithery. Now I also do like limitless takeoff for tier 2 as my core badge, and then for here, I'm going to go with fearless finisher on bronze. Now if you do add extra badges towards this area, we're going to be able to get posterizer. So again, this really comes down to which adjustments you make on this build and how you go about making it. I'm going to leave it like this for the finishing. Now when it comes down to the shooting, I have one extra badge that I'm going to throw on, and my core badge is going to be limitless range. Now if you want to change the badge setup, you can do so, but for tier 1 I went with gold amped, Hall of Fame slippery off ball, space creator, and then volume shooter. Now for tier 2 I like agent 3 green machine, and then like I said for tier 3 I'm going to go ahead and put on limitless range. Now I think this is the best way that you can go about when it comes down to the finishing and the shooting, especially if you want to make any adjustments. Now's going to be the time to do so. But from here, let's get into the playmaking. Now with this area, I went with gold ankle breaker, silver hyperdrive, bailout, quick first step, and then handles for days. Now my core badge is going to be killer combos, just to be able to dribble a little bit longer. Especially when it comes down to this area, you have to be specific with which badges you pick. Now if you want to make any changes, go ahead and do so, but I think this is the best way that you can go about the playmaking. And then for the defense, silver box out beast, glove, and post lockdown. Now my core badge, I'm going to put it on anchor on silver, and then right here we also go with rebound chaser. I like interceptor, clamps, chased on artist, and challenger, and this is pretty much going to set us up for the build and what it's going to be made out to be. Now if you made any changes or adjustments, let me know in the comments. And again, if you made it this far into the video, be sure to comment down TG for thank God, as well as where you tuned in from today. But again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who did stop by and show me support. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button. But before we get out of here, I just want to say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.